Hello everyone, David here, and I'm going to share you just kind of the latest thing that I did. It is the year 2021, and I just finished the 2021 Caricature Resolution Challenge. It's an online challenge, and so I wanted to share with you what I did and kind of share some of the goals I had for this year's challenge. First of all, this is a caricature of me, and this was kind of a practice page that I did to kind of see what I wanted to do. And I taped the borders off and worked into it with watercolor and India ink. And from this little test page, I got a clearer idea of what I wanted to do. I actually didn't want to have straight edges on my border, but kind of a deckled edge. So for the following caricatures, I tore the tape so that it was kind of rough, and it kind of gave me more of a less static effect than the straight edge, which I like this, but I like this better. So anyway, I wrote the names of all the caricatures of all the people I did a caricature of, because I don't know half the people on the list, which is, it's the same every year that I've done it. It's like, who's that? I don't know. I'll just draw them anyway. So anyway, my goal for this year's caricature resolution is obviously to draw all the faces of the people that are on the list, but also to try to maintain a really high quality of professionalism. And I guess that's kind of an ambiguous goal or term to say, but what I mean by professionalism is just that everything is well rendered, and just as I'm doing the characters, my focus is just always focused on what I'm doing and what my subject looks like and certain details, and it's easy, especially with these 30-day challenges, to get tired and kind of lose focus and not pay attention to what I'm doing. And I know I'm not the only one, because I see it with other artists as well. But I think that's generally speaking, that's kind of the challenge of being an artist, is maintaining your focus throughout your project or your piece that you're working on. So some of these people I do know, some of them again, like, I don't know. So watercolor, and then I used a dip pen to do the ink lines. By the way, that's Michael Stipe in the corner. So I kind of I like it when I can add to caricatures like that. With these watercolors, I wanted to pick just like one color background, and just something that I felt added to the personality that I'm drawing. This is one of my favorite ones right here. I had no idea who Lewis Hamilton is, but he's really fun to draw, and he's got a great smile. Another one of my favorite ones. I experiment on this a lot, and some of those experimentations are really hard to see, but I did watercolor and then ink, and I brushed my ink in the background for this one, and stippled and dripped some acrylic paint on it, and I did some things with the comb around there that are just barely visible. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with that. And I really like this one quite a bit too. I think that really captures her personality. Some of my characters, my challenge with doing caricatures is for one, I don't really think of myself as a caricature artist. And so they start looking kind of like distorted realism rather than caricature. So I have a challenge of just pushing certain forms and characteristics of the person to where they look more like a caricature. But anyway, something to work on. So from here, I started, I got, I don't know how many days this is. This is probably over a week or so, 9-10 days. And I started getting other work coming in because I work as a full-time artist. And when it rains, it pours. And so I was working a lot of hours. And so I decided, I thought, man, I can't take the time doing something like this. So I decided to go really super simple and work with pencil, which I also like. And so I've got these, and some of these I really like. I like the Mary J. Blige drawing quite a bit. I think that really expresses kind of who she seems to be. That hair was a lot of fun. I kind of like this as I was doing it, and after I did it, I thought, I don't know if I like it that much, but now seeing it again, I think I like it a little bit better than when I last looked, but I'm not sure. Anyway, and that's another favorite of mine. I think because I also like to draw guitars and people playing guitars. It's fun, and their hands get all contorted, and I just think drawing hands is fun. So from there, I decided to change mediums again to my Caricature brush pen. Here's one in the package. I've got another one somewhere else. I don't know where it is. But anyway, I really like these because I think, well, I just like the brush line. And you can get really thin and then really thick with just the same pen. So they're fairly versatile for line work. And you could also shade in areas a little bit with them as well. And with these, unlike some artists, I didn't do any pre-lines with pencil or anything. I just went straight into them and did them with the pen. I felt like that was a good time-saving device, as well as I wanted to just try to keep the drawings natural and not stiff or static. I wanted them to have life in them. And sometimes when I do the pre-pencil drawings or the under drawings, they tend to stiffen up a little too much. I was tempted to do her as Catwoman because that's who she was in the old Batman shows, but I decided not to. But I really like the Caricature brush pens. I've been working with them for a little bit now, and I'm really feel like I'm starting to master it now. This is Dolly Parton, but I don't quite think it looks like her as much as it could. Some of these things I wouldn't mind redoing, but I probably won't, just because I get busy doing other things. So I've got another sketchbook. This paper, this is watercolor paper, and I forgot that I got a bunch of these for some other project I didn't follow up on. And so I had a bunch of these books, and I was very excited when I found them just laying on the shelf, and it was like Christmas. So let me move this book over because I'm sliding around. Okay. So the rest of these caricatures are all done with the Caricature brush pen. Still done on watercolor paper. If I were a super rich artist, I think that's all I would buy is watercolor paper, because it takes a lot of mediums really well. Pencil, pen, paints of all kind. Here's another favorite. I like drawing old guys though, so it's probably why I like it so much. Here's another favorite of mine too. I think for him, I want to kind of capture his kind of like his dude look, his dude demeanor, and just kind of certain kind of dude that when they stand, they kind of raise their shoulders just a little bit, and they just kind of, but they're kind of relaxed at the same time. And he kind of, for me, has that look. And Etta James. I like that hair. I saw other artists doing that hair, and I thought, I just cannot resist. I have to do her hair. Wasn't quite happy with his. I'd like to redo it, but again, probably not anytime soon. And Carol Channing. She was actually kind of challenging for me to do. So that's it. That's all 31 days of the month of January 2021. I've got a whole bunch of other pages here that I could do. I was actually thinking, I had the thought of getting these printed in a book and maybe offering them for sale. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I'll just do that for myself, print out a couple books, and I could have them on my own shelf. But I guess if there's an interest, I would happily do that, and be just another way of supporting my profession as an artist. Anyway, so that's the challenge. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.